Hey, it's me, Raika. Today we're going to have a look at the brand new Lightbearer hero, Jerome, Commander of the Waves. Now, this hero wears plate-based gear, is part of the warrior class, and his primary role is to provide a significant amount of healing, support, and distraction for your allies. So let's have a look at his skills. His ultimate ability, Captain of Winds. Jerome dispels most of the debuffs on all allied heroes. Then he heals them for a total of 25% of Jerome's max health. In addition, he will also reduce the incoming damage they take by 50% and increasing their tenacity by 25 points for 7 seconds. The level 2, all allied heroes gain an extra tenacity equal to 50% of Jerome's tenacity stat. The level 3, the duration of the damage reduction and tenacity boost is increased to 8 seconds. So this is a pretty significant amount of damage reduction, healing, and control immunity through the tenacity. So let's have a look at his next ability, Smart Sentinel. At the start of battle, Jerome summons his Ape Admiral, which follows an enemy hero and increases the damage they take. Now this damage is increased to 20% when the followed target begins casting their ultimate. The Ape Admiral will reduce the attack rating for 4 seconds. So this attack rating reduction is 30%. Now the level 2 and 3 further increased this debuff applied to the enemy all the way to 40% attack rating reduction on the enemy. And the level 4, the duration of the attack rating reduction is increased to 5 seconds. So the Ape Admiral is similar to a little monkey that is sitting on Jerome's shoulder over here. Now, this monkey will leap across the battlefield and constantly mark the enemy with a little sigil, indicating that they will take the damage, increased damage, and the attack rating will be reduced. So let's look at his next ability, Performance Evaluation. At the start of battle, Jerome conducts a performance evaluation on all allied heroes. For every 25 strikes of damage the evaluated hero deals, their grade will be increased. The higher their grade, the more attribute buffs they get. When Lightbearer heroes fight alongside Jerome, the buff values are increased. So these grades will appear on top of the hero's head, and these grades are referred to these over here, B, A, S, and double S. Now, B is an increase to their defense rating by 30%. A is an increase to their attack rating by 20%. S increase their physical pierce by 10 points. And double S increase their crit rating by 10 points and a crit damage amplification by 10 points as well. And this is further increased if the allied heroes are Lightbearers by 30%. So all of these stats will be increased even further beyond the points they are currently at. So at level 2, when an allied hero's grade increases, the ally and Jerome recover health and energy. So they will recover a total of 15% of Jerome's max health, and they will also recover 100 points of energy. Alright, and even if the hero has achieved the maximum possible grade, being double S over here, this will still be taken into effect each time the hero increases their rank when the evaluation begins. Level 3, when a performance evaluation is cast, the allied hero with the highest attack rating receives an instant grade increase. So we can see the snowball effect that the longer the battle is, the more these buffs will be applied to all of your allies for the entire duration of battle. So the level 4 or 13 engravings, when a target followed by Ape Admiral is defeated, the hero that dealt the most damage to the followed target during the previous 3 seconds will receive an instant grade increase. So let's have a look at his next ability over here, Storm Punch. Jerome punches the ground forcefully, dealing damage to nearby enemies and knocking them into the air. The punch leaves behind a storm zone for 6 seconds, reducing the haste of enemies within it. So this is 30 points of haste that is reduced, that is applied to the enemies. And the level 2, the duration of the storm zone is increased. Level 3, when Jerome takes a strike of high damage, so this is equivalent to his health of 12%, which exceeds 12%, that strike's damage will be reduced to 12% of his max health. A damage reduction of up to 50% of Jerome's max health can be gained through this way in a single battle. Level 4. When Jerome is inside a storm zone and takes a single strike of damage exceeding 4% of his max health, that strike's damage will be reduced to 4% of his max health. A damage reduction of up to 300% of Jerome's max health can be gained this way in a single battle. So let's have a look at his signature item, Decisive Action. Now when you unlock his signature item at the start of battle, Jerome gains 200 points of energy. The level 10, at the start of battle, he will gain 600 points of energy. So that means he's only 400 points away from using his ultimate, healing your team and giving them a massive damage reduction. The level 20, for 7 seconds after Ape Admiral, this is a little monkey, begins following an enemy hero, the effect of increasing damage the followed target takes is further raised. So this, instead of being 20%, this is increased all the way to 60% more damage that enemy will take. And the 30 signature item, when casting Captain of the Winds, this is his ultimate, the allied hero with the highest grade will receive an instant grade increase. So that was his signature item. Let's have a look at his furniture. Now when you unlock Morale Boost 3 out of 3, for 5 seconds after that allied hero's grade has increased, their buff effects gain an extra boost. So this will be boosted by an extra 50%. So the 9 out of 9, the number of strikes of damage required for a grade increase is reduced. So this is reduced from 25 all the way to 21, and a new triple S grade is added. The hero's performance buffs gain an extra boost based on a number of enemy heroes that they have defeated for a minimum increase of 20% and a maximum of 60%. So let's have a look at how he does in battle. So let's have a look at this Arena Guardian over here. All right, so I'm going to set him up with another damage deal over here and Jerome in the front line. Now, Jerome over here will tank a significant amount of damage. In addition, he will provide a massive amount of healing for his allies. So let's have a look at how this battle outcomes. So as we start a battle, he immediately starts buffing himself. Now he'll mark K-Source over here with a little mark, and they'll take their increased damage, the 60%, and his little ape is targeting this target over here. Now this will further reduce the enemy's ultimate damage potential. In addition, this little circle or domain around Jerome is the buff that he provides for himself. So this is the damage reduction that he gains, so you can tank even more damage. Now, each time he uses his ultimate, he'll significantly heal his allies and he'll give them a little buff. Now, this little circular wind around allies and himself is the mark that gives them the damage reduction and the tenacity boost. So let's have a look at how he does at a 200 level deficit. So as we can see from here, from this team, he did the most amount of healing. In addition, he also tanked the most amount of damage. This was due to his damage reduction abilities built into his kit, and this allowed him to distract the enemies, while other allied heroes such as Awakened Baden and Mulan were easily able to one-shot the enemy heroes. So let's have a look at how he does in this battle. So as we can see, as soon as he walks onto battle, he's got a significant amount of energy, and he immediately casts his ultimate, healing his allies and giving them a massive amount of damage reduction. Now we can see that this hero over here, Isabella, is marked by the little monkey, and this will increase the amount of damage that this hero will take. Now, every so couple of seconds, each time the hero or allied hero gains that threshold in terms of damage or strikes done to the enemies, we can see the little markings or gradings appearing above the allied hero. This is the extra buffs that he will continually and permanently provide to his allies throughout the duration of battle. Now, this is a stacking effect, so the longer the duration of battle, the stronger his allies will become and the more effective they'll be in battle. So we can see, have a look at another battle over here. The same thing happened. He did the most amount of healing. Also, he tanked the most amount of damage, and this allowed his allies to take control of battle and claim victory. So what is the minimum investment that I would recommend into this hero? Now, I would highly recommend getting at least his 20 signature item. The reason for this is this gives you that extra 60% increased damage to a single target enemy. In addition, he also gains a massive amount of energy at the start of battle, allowing you to get that instant heal and that massive damage reduction of 50% for a couple of seconds. Now, the next critical upgrade that I would recommend getting him to make him more effective would be getting his 9 out of 9 furniture, as this gives you an additional rank. This also provides you with extra stats for your allies as well, and this also provides that one specific allied hero a massive damage increase. So as we can see, this is a minimum of 20% and go all the way to 60%. So if the enemy has a lot of minions, totems, and so forth, this can be even further increased to a massive amount of 60% increased damage to the enemy hero. Now, I don't recommend getting any of his engravings, as they do not provide an extra benefit to him. The only addition that they'll give him is more survivability. This is through his 30 and his 60 engravings. In addition, his 60 engravings, he gains that extra damage reduction through that limiting of the maximum damage that he can take. However, the minimum that I would recommend is his 20 signature item and 9 out of 9 furniture.